come on.
Hello.
Hello. How are we doing today? You're
Hello,
mute.
boys.
Oh, no, you're
There
good.
you
You're
are.
good.
Hello, boys. You all right?
Hello. Yes. Look, it's the end of a season today. We've lost another game. We have finished 17th, but we do have that Europa League trophy in the bag. How are you feeling after now that all the season's said and done? How are you feeling?
I'm really disappointed in Ange, to be honest. Can't believe he's done this to us, man. Finishing 17th and getting a cup we've been dying for almost 40 years. Generations of fans, they don't even know what a cup looks like. How dare they did that to us? And he even promised us. He said, "I deliver." He promised us this beautiful cup. And he gave it to us. He's a man. He needs to go. He has to go. He's gotta leave tonight. What are people talking about, man? To be honest, man, I don't understand fans, man. People are going on about 20 before it was 19 defeats. Oh, this is the worst defeat. Then 21. Oh, this is the worst defeat ever. Then 22. Oh, this is. What are we talking about here, man? Come on, let's get a grip, man. Let's get a grip, man. This guy said he was going to give us something we've never had. Generations have never seen this thing happen. We get bantered from pillar to post. We are the fun of everybody. Anytime when their team lose a game, they go, "Oh, let me go and pick on Tottenham." We don't win trophies. We get what do you call it? We get immune to it as well. Even we make fun of ourselves. We go, "Oh yeah, we're not going to win anything." Leading up to this cup, you listen to people. Everyone was saying, "Oh, we're going to lose against Frankfurt." We won that one. Bodo Glint, artificial pitch and all that kind of stuff. We got to the finals. When if you want to build something, it's going to go two ways. Sometimes it's going to go two ways. It's going to take time, and it's going to be painful, especially at a club like Tottenham. The way we do our finances, the way we sign players, the way we try and cut corners, it is what it is. But you still have to find a way within the chaos to be successful. And that's what this manager has done. January, we were dying for players. We didn't sign players until a day before the transfer window closes. We got players in like players that have not even played any games. We threw them in. We had 3 months of players being out, about 12 players being out, and he decided, okay, you know what? Let me just give this club something that they've been dying for. We could have finished 4th. We could have finished 10th. We could have finished 7th. People will still, they will come out and ask the same question. What have you won in the last 40 years? And you can see everybody's gone silent because before today anyway. But now, if they ask you that question now, you can tell them they're gonna make it difficult and say, "Oh yeah, you've lost 22." People keep going on about that 22 game, without talking about the cup that goes with it. Because if you had lost 22 games without those cups, then I could understand what people are saying. But a season is all about cups and your league positions. And for Tottenham this season, that cup is more important than anything because you want to build a winning culture. That's all you want to do. And for you to do that, you can talk all the 4-4-2, 3-4-2, 5-4-2, 5-5-5 tactics all you like until you put that cup on that table and the players can look at it and say, okay, we believe in this manager now. Nobody likes losing. I don't like losing. But we have to put it into context of this season. We've delivered a cup which we've been dying for God knows when. So, everything else for me, everybody, you can have your own opinion and be crying what you want about 22 defeats. What do you get for 22 defeats? What do you get? Do they put an asterisk next to the position 17th on the league, or they say 22 defeats, or they put 22 in highlights, or they give it colors, or I don't know. What do you, at the end of the season, it's the end of the season. That's it. The season is done. We've got a cup at the end of this season. We move on next year.
And for you, Ange said season 3 is going to be better than season 2. What do you think that looks like? How in terms of how do we judge him next season? Considering this season, we know that we're very likely to be better than 17th. We know that next season. I hope so anyway. But given that we won that Europa League this season, how do you see next season being better?
No, for me, I won't be surprised because Ange could still walk anyway. Because if he goes into that summer, just before the summer, we're signed, and he's not getting the signings he wants, and he's got the feeling that, okay, I'm not going to be able to deliver what I want. If I was him, I'll just walk, to be honest, because everything comes down to the way we sign players, the board. That's what it comes down to. You could bring in any manager. It still comes down to what the board are trying to do, because they know, okay, we've won this cup now. We're in a position of power now. We can go out, get players for get a bit of quality, a bit of experience into the team. And and say something. He said it that, okay, season 3 is better than season 2, but hopefully he said that just to let the board know that I want to do more. I don't just want to do this just by winning this cup. I want to go for the bigger trophies. I want to go for Champions League. That's what I want to go for. Poch was one of our best managers. Did really well. Finished 3, 2nd, 3rd. He still didn't win anything, and everybody keeps saying that to us. Oh, with all your nice football, everything you were doing then, you still didn't win a cup. And at Tottenham, it's difficult to go for both trophies, to be competitive in everything. It's very difficult at Tottenham because the way we go about signing players, building our squads. Look at Ben Davies. He's been perfect for this club, but he shouldn't be our backup centre back. Let's be honest. He shouldn't. We all know Van der Ven gets injured. Hopefully that's a little bit behind him now. But we need proper backups, man. We need players that for me personally, the problem is our defense. If you sort our defense out, we'll be good. But it comes down to the board at the end of the day.
All right, 6ixYardbox. Thanks for calling in, mate. Appreciate your call.
Thank you, boys.
Always good to have you come on.
I'll speak to you soon.
Come on, you Spurs.